remembering September 11th. Today is Patriots Day. And so these guys were not born when the attacks on the Twin Towers happened. Your project is to make a 3-foot by 4-foot flag.
Make a pet. Can you help me?
I let Zane take from my pants.
And remember I told you I took the summer off of writing? Good morning, guys. So we are actually starting our school day on the couch because we're remembering September 11th. Today is Patriots Day. And so these guys were not born when the attacks on the Twin Towers happened. So today we're going to sit down, we're going to watch a couple of videos about what happened during September 11th, and then we're going to do some projects that deal with that today.
Some want to make the space into a park. Some suggest erecting a memorial to those who lost
Hey guys, so we are getting ready to start one of our September 11th projects, and this one's actually going to cover science. It's going to cover some math.
Guys.
And it's going to cover some social studies. Are you all right? Sour. All in one simple art project. What?
I'm making a puzzle.
And you're working on a puzzle right now, but you're going to have an art project in a little bit, aren't you?
Then go like this.
Yeah.
Which
Run
one
this.
is
It's
the
very
one?
distracting.
You got to look at the back and find all the ones that are the same. All right, everybody put your paper down for a minute. Put your paper down. So Zane, you're blue. Ireland, you're red. And Braxen, you're white. All right, so your project is to make a 3-foot by 4-foot flag. Put your paper down, please. 3-foot by 4-foot flag. And you have to follow directions in order to do this. So this is also going to test our thinking skills, guys, and our listening skills. We do have a flag outside, don't we? We're going to add one to our schoolroom windows when we're done, and you're going to make it. Are you ready? So you're going to need tape for your project today.
Oh, hang on. Blue?
For row 1, guys, we're going to need 8 blue strips of paper and 11 red. So blue and red, you're in charge. Count out your strips.
1.
Here's the directions, guys. In order to do this, and this flag's actually going to be 3 feet by 4.5 feet long. So listen carefully. Here's your instructions. You're going to make each row separately, hooking each strip of paper through the last before, stapling closed, overlapping about 1 inch. So, are you ready? Zane, you're going to be in charge of row 1. Ireland, hand him the pieces of paper that you counted. He's going to do the first row. You're going to work on the second row, but you need to count out your pieces of paper for each other. What they're doing is each of them are working on a row of their flag, looping.
I only have 10.
You only have 10 from double counting? All right, one more makes 11. They had to count out their strips of paper, double check their count, and they're each working on a row. Then they're going to work together to connect their row. Finishing up his row. Ireland, you did row number, what did we give you?
2.
Row number 2. Let's see your row so far. Okay, double check all your connections because I know a few fell off. Make sure you kind of take your fingers like this, look, across the tape and really press it because we want them to stick.
But we don't want to take my pieces, I click it to my finger. And then pull it up. Yeah, this
And Braxen has row 3.
I'm gonna double tape
and
this
Zane's
one.
on row 1.
I'm gonna double
Looks
tape
like we're
this
losing
one.
a connection here.
Yeah, if I see losing a connection.
So as soon as you're done with your row, you need to finish because you have row 1. As soon as you're done with your row, we're going connect these 3 rows and then finish the rest of our rows. I'll get you some more. And what are you doing over here? Are you gluing paper?
You can take some right
I can't make a pen. Can you help me?
This is the piece.
Help
I let
me
Zane
get
take some right
the
there, because I
pants,
don't need
like
it anymore.
not like that.
Are you making pants? Is that what you're trying to make? And you're having a snack? Are you having peanut butter cookies? One part of our project is having something hard or more firm to adhere our flag to. So I got a couple of these, excuse me, Ireland. I got a couple of these post office mailers. You can get them free at your post office. And they actually come with an adhesive because you're gonna need 2 of them. I cut them apart on one end and then left the other ends attached. And then we took the 2 and they have an adhesive peeler that you can take off and the cardboard will stick together and won't come apart. So you can make it.
It expires on 10/9/29.
So you can make it extra big. So that's what we're gonna adhere our flag to.
Mommy, what's this for?
That's just another adhesive strip. That's so you can pull it open actually. Once you mail it to somebody, you pull this tab and you can open your box. Alright guys, so they finished their project of their flag and I think it turned out really cool. And we learned a lot of things. We learned reasoning skills when we made mistakes. We learned how to work together and communicate because you guys had to build this flag together, right? And we also learned thinking skills, following directions, because this was super hard. You couldn't do it without the directions, could you?
And we have more art projects, guys.
Yeah. We also learned the science behind building things and history and a little bit of poop.
He's taking Lego Captain America.
All right, that is so cool, you guys. They did an amazing job. And it's going to be the focus of our schoolroom this week, the week of September 11th. So how cool is that? They did amazing.
What?
So these guys, now that they've had a long day of school, they are enjoying some playtime. You're playing Play-Doh?
It's like a one I'm making Play-Doh with. Watch that.
Let's put these away.
I'm gonna make it go.
Here, Booty.
What are you making?
No.
Aw, you guys are sharing with Poot?
But put away the Play-Doh. We don't want Play-Doh on them.
Yeah.
You get to play with them?
Look at this cute pancake.
That is really cute. Is this the stuff Stacy gave you guys the other
We're
day?
not using it.
You got Shopkins and Grocery Gang.
Grocery Gang.
This is my favorite right here. These little ice cubes with the bugs inside them, and they're squishy, you guys.
Mom, it's falling.
What's falling?
That. It just went.
Okay, I'll double check it. Yeah, they're so proud of their work. And Matt was so proud of what these guys did. And rightly so. You guys, they worked so hard on this and it taught them so many skills. It taught them reasoning skills. It taught them problem solving skills, math skills, and also working as a team because they had to work as a team to make this.
Could you put these up?
Sure.
Are you playing Hopkins?
And they learned a lot of history. Hey, I have a question for you guys. Tell everybody something you learned about September 11th. Zane, I'm going to start with you today. What did you...
I know the Twin Towers been down, but I didn't know how they went down.
Yeah, you got to see that.
Planes went and blew them up. Apparently planes crashed into them.
Yeah. Something you learned about September 11th today that you didn't know.
About the towers went down.
Braxen, so we did a lot of school about September 11th today. And you did reading to the kids, and we watched videos. Tell me something you learned about September 11th that you didn't know. What really stood out to you today?
There was an attack before September.
I decided no one wanted to cook. He was going to make stuffed pork chops. I'm sorry, I caught him right in the middle of a bite. This is not a, what do they call that?
Hot.
What do they call them videos?
Mukbang.
Mukbang. This is not a mukbang video, sir. But Dad decided it was too hot to cook tonight, and he wasn't feeling well. So this is what we did for dinner. A little breakfast pizza and some cheese pizza. Thank you.
That was hot.
All right, guys, so it is beautiful out today. The weather is just perfect. The temperature is perfect. And of course, you know who had to come outside.
Let's go over here, Mom. Let's go right over there by my blue car. Let's go, Mama.
What are you two doing? Look at that. They make such a mess on this floor, you guys. They pull out the craziest stuff. There's a glove, their toy they ripped apart, Ireland's jacket, miscellaneous shredded things. Oh, she's gonna be so mad if they eat that. You too. They get all crazy at night together. Miss Ireland and I are up in her room because it's bedtime for her, and we are going to keep reading Impetuous R. We're not finished, but we've made, I don't know if you can see it, quite a bit of progress in her book. So she's getting close to the end, but we still don't know what's going to happen to the jazz club. Nope. These little cockroaches are trying to save it. And so far, they haven't had any luck, have they?
Nope.
No. Chapter 21, the envelope. Are you sure there's nothing bothering you? Erlene asked Pops the next morning as he was getting dressed. You seem so quiet lately. Just because I'm quiet doesn't mean I'm bothered. Papa turned his back as he tucked in his shirt. All right, guys, so the first week of school is over. We're starting back into the second week. And remember I told you I took the summer off of writing? Tonight starts the writing back up.